So, one of the things that I was afraid of happening is slowly starting to creep into the video game industry. I found this article over on MSN and it talks about how Black Ops 6 players threatened to quit over new microtransaction ads. So, it talks about how a new addition to the weapon loadout screen in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 has caused outrage among players as Season 4 gets underway. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 added a bunch of multiplayer maps, modes, weapons, and gameplay tweaks last week as part of its fourth season, but one particular change has sparked some anger amongst the players. After the Season 4 update rolled out on Thursday, May 29th, Call of Duty players have noticed an advertisement promoting premium weapons and skins in the Weapon Select menu, which wasn't there before. And I'm going to go ahead and show you a screenshot here of what they're talking about. Now, I already put it in the meme at the beginning of the video, but I just wanted to give you this for context. Now, it also says, while the Call of Duty launcher often carries these kinds of promotions, players are miffed they've crossed over into the gameplay itself. I can agree with that. This is opening a door to Pandora's box with this advertisement stuff, because this is something they've been threatening to do for a long time, and it's starting to go way overboard. It's like I've said in a previous video, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, and that's what's starting to happen yet again in this case. Especially as Black Ops 6 players have already forked over 69.99 euros. Well, this is a Europe article, but I same for dollars. One of the unwelcome changes I've noticed this season with Season 4 is that they've now inserted a new ad spot at the top of the list of your weapon-specific builds, Reddit user Wample writes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go into what some of the people are saying. They put some comments in this article, what people were saying. So let's go through these. So now every time you toggle between weapon builds, you get to stare at ads for $20 to $30 skins. I'm sure the Activision developer who suggested this terrible feature is very proud of themselves. Oh, I'm sure they are. I have no doubts about that. They're probably giving them a raise. They added, this change is especially unneeded because you could already toggle from builds to shop on any given weapon. Apparently not being thrown directly in our faces didn't make them enough money. Many of us paid $60 to $100 for a feature game and don't want to be bombarded with additional ads. 100% agree with you. This is completely ridiculous. I don't want to load up a video game and have ads thrown in my face. Now, I understand that in this particular case, this is for stuff that you're already buying in the game itself. But what's to stop later on you start seeing advertisements for other things like movies, maybe other video games, maybe like, a soft drink. And it's not far-fetched because, as you remember, there was an article back in 2022 that was written. Microsoft is exploring how to put ads in games. Can it please players and brands? So again, they have been tossing around this idea for quite some time. Now, if it wasn't for people like Steam, who have outright blatantly said, you cannot do this on anything on our platform, because believe it or not, Steam has a lot of pull in the industry. If it wasn't for them, we'd be seeing this kind of thing already. But anyway, I'm going to go on and show off some of the comments that other people have said. So it says other players have vowed to quit playing following this update. This ad mess is ridiculous, one user wrote. They make huge bank already. For them to even do this should be illegal. I agree. I've never been done with COD this fast ever, but she's getting deleted. Another player added, I'm so dumbfounded. This seriously makes me want to uninstall based on principle alone. You guys have to be smoking something. Yeah, they are. They're definitely smoking something, and it ain't anything good, I can tell you that right now. This issue has been the subject of several threads expressing a similar sentiment. I wouldn't even be mad if this was just in Warzone, a free game, which that's the biggest difference here. Free games, I can give that a pass because you didn't really pay for the game. They're letting you play it. Those are the only examples I'll give kind of a free pass. If you're paying like 60, 70, maybe even $80 for a game, there is no reason for this bullshit. A free game, but putting pay-to-play premium title with how expensive they're getting, question one commenter. Last month, a report highlighted how Call of Duty was slowly losing players each year. As of March 2025, Call of Duty had 20.6 million players, a decline from 20.8 million in March of 2024. and 22.4 million in March 2023. While these are still huge numbers, it is perhaps a sign that Call of Duty dominance could be at risk if a competitor makes a big enough splash. EA is hoping to do just that with the next Battlefield. I personally have never been a big fan of Battlefield, but if they can make a Battlefield that looks pretty good and plays pretty good, I'm all over it. I tried it before in the past. It wasn't my thing. When I did play Call of Duty, which I haven't for a long time in that either, I did kind of like the fast pace of it. So maybe if they could do something with Battlefield where it's kind of an in-between, because, you know, in Battlefield you had the big open fields and getting the vehicles. That part I did enjoy. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to this article in the description below. A couple of final thoughts I just kind of want to make about this is, we need to speak with our wallets even louder than ever at this point. We cannot let this continue because these companies want to throw everything they can at us to get us to open our wallets. And with the economy the way it is now, we got to be a lot more choosy with what we're spending our money on. And unfortunately, to me, these are very predatory practices. You know, what's to say that they don't start stooping to, which I've seen this before, where they start putting these ads in your game and, oh, you accidentally clicked on it and now you bought something. Blizzard did that with Diablo 4. I think there was an issue with Diablo 4 with the pass where you click on it, and I believe this is if you'd already kind of got the battle pass and you were just confirming that you wanted it. But people were accidentally getting the battle pass with nothing popping up saying, hey, are you sure you want to do this? I could be wrong about that one. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong or right about that. But my understanding was you had already got the battle pass when you pre-ordered it, and that's what was happening to some people. Either that or it was a glitch of some kind. But those are my final thoughts on this. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. And if you did enjoy this, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new here, and have a good one. Peace out.